start the year. Good morning. We're all so happy to see all of you today. This is the day we work for and wait for and look forward to for an entire summer. I expect that we're all nervous, excited, hopeful, and very curious about the first day of school. I know I am. It's a day that often calls on us to be brave as we get to know new friends, new teachers, and for some of us, a new school. I'd like to start the year with what we might call a very Doane Stuart prayer, based on two favorite prayers, one Irish and one Buddhist, which come together with a kind of goodness and grace that we see all around us in this chapel, and that we hope will follow each of us and all of us together through the year. Please join me in prayer. Love and courage come from the heart and from an abiding faith in the essential goodness of all people. May we, each one of us, show our faith in humanity, in ourselves, knowing that we're called to live lives of courage, love, and forgiveness in the ordinary and in the extraordinary moments of every day. May we be courageous. May we be strong. May we be filled with kindness and understanding. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy. And may we all, here and throughout the world, come together to make this a year of goodness and of peace. Amen. Please be seated.
Mrs. Brown, thank you. Good morning. We always start our school year at Doane Stuart with this formal ceremony called Convocation. The word convocation means calling together. Vocare in Latin means to call, and con means with. So together we get call together, come with. We will come together many times during the school year. You'll get very used to this grand room. And today is special because we say hello to our returning friends and we welcome our new friends, students and teachers. I'm going to introduce you to our new teachers and other adults right away. In the middle school, and he's going to stand up, in the middle school we welcome Mr. James Cernick. There he is. Right, you know him as last spring's math tutor. This year he's going to teach 8th grade pre-algebra and 8th grade algebra. And he'll do tech instruction for the lower school. Mr. Cernick has his master's in teaching from Clarkson. In the high school, we're welcoming two new science teachers. Liam Pickett will teach chemistry, and Kyle Schindler will teach physics. And that's the last. Mr. Pickett comes to us from Marist College, and has taught in the BOCES program in Poughkeepsie. Mr. Schindler comes to us with his bachelor's degree in physics and astronomy from UMass Amherst, and he has taught both of those. Welcome both of you to our science department. Also new to the high school is Mrs. Claire Sherwood. She is Mrs. Brown's assistant. There she is. And will address all issues of schedules, grades, attendance. You would do well to make a friend. Pretty soon she will know everything, and you will go to her for all sorts of information and process. For those returning students, Mrs. Sherwood has replaced Ms. Cothan, who decided to go to graduate school. In the lower school, we have organized an exciting new room. The former Discovery Room has been rechristened the Junior STEAM Room. It will be used for all sorts of science and math activities and art. It will encourage creative problem solving for our youngest kids. It's getting Lego robotics, small machines, a light table, incline boards, and more. It already has a fabulous water table. Its coordinator is Mrs. Sarah Nags. Oh, I saw her. Okay, you have to find her. She is a former Montessori teacher and parent of our friendly young Connor in grade 2. Upper schoolers, I suggest Mrs. Nags will welcome you to help organize materials and work with younger kids. So today we start a new school year, and I hope we start refreshed and ready to learn, ready to make new friends, and ready to continue our journey towards productive work and lifelong learning. At Doane Stuart, we're all learning all the time. Kindergartners may be learning to read, seniors may be learning to understand Nietzsche, but teachers and students are all learning all the time. It was Mark Twain who said, "I have never let my schooling interfere with my education." As we're learning all the time then, it's important for us to decipher good work from bad work, good speech from bad speech, good behavior from bad behavior. Please keep this in mind as, for example, you listen to the news and as you make your decisions about upcoming elections. Learn to filter with your own good senses. Filter the posturing and the hyperbole from the heartfelt and the genuine. Learn to filter. And why does Doane Stuart care? Doane Stuart embraces many of the precepts of the Sacred Heart mission. Our teachers maintain a deep respect for intellectual values, and we're all committed to an education rooted in social awareness and critical consciousness, one that asks us to analyze and reflect on the values of society, and asks us to act for justice. The Sacred Heart values also include a dedication to the principles of nonviolence, conflict resolution, and peacemaking. Conflict resolution can be as detailed as a quarrel between two friends over a toy, or it can be between two ethnic groups over a strip of land. Heroes like Gandhi and Martin Luther King would be horrified, as are we, at the constant violence that's taking place all over the world. Another hero of mine, Nelson Mandela, reminded us that education is the most powerful weapon with which you can change the world. So if there's a cogent reason for all of us to herald education at Doane Stuart, it is that, to provide us with weapons that change the world. So my friends, as you meet teachers and make friends and win soccer games today, learn spelling words, enjoy the senior lounge, have lunch on the green roof, line up for recess, splash in the new water table, and remember how to do homework, please keep in mind our purpose. Our purpose is to prepare ourselves to change the world. And as you do the many small tasks that make up your education, please think big.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Jeff Bowen, the Director of the Commissions. It's my pleasure to welcome all of our new students here to Doane Stuart. In a moment, I'll ask you all to stand. There's three other people I just wanted to mention very briefly before I have the new students stand. The people that help me in my office, Beth Grayson, who designs all of our beautiful publications, Ann Bergman, who met many of you new students when you came to visit, and Kathleen Bracken, who also does so much great work with the middle school and the upper school. So thank you to them for all of the work that they do. So, at this time, I would ask all of our new students to please stand up. Great, we're so thrilled to have you all here. I know it's going to be a great school year for you. look around, you have a lot of new friends, you have faculty and staff, a lot of people that care about you and are here to help you any way that they can. So we're thrilled to have all of you here. Have a great year, and everyone, let's give them a round of applause.
One of the great things about a small school like Doane Stuart is that there are many, many opportunities for people to be leaders. And there are many ways in which to lead. And I'd like to invite Mr. Russell and Mr. Ocampo, who are the deans in the upper school, Mr. and Mrs. H, who are the coordinators of the middle school, and Ms. Cassant, who is the coordinator of the lower school, to come up and talk a little bit about the leaders of each division. Thanks. Ms. Cassant, would you start?
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Cassant, and I teach kindergarten, and I'm also the coordinator, as Mrs. Brown said, of the lower school. And I would ask that the fourth graders please stand. I'm very proud to present the new leaders of the lower school, our new fourth grade class for the 2016-17 school year.
And I would invite the 8th graders to please stand. I'd like you to know that this morning in our middle school meeting, in our community room, we started talking about this year's theme, which is integrity. And we realized that that's a pretty challenging theme to take on. But having the brief discussion that we did this morning, I feel very confident, and I believe all the adults in middle school do, that this 8th grade will work hard with us to make sure that we in the middle school build a community that thrives on that theme. So on behalf of all of us, we really look forward to you guys being the leaders this year in middle school.
The class of 2017. Please stand. Every year we expect our seniors to set the example, to lead the way, to be the torchbearers of this institution, and I think that we will not be disappointed. So I'd like to welcome the graduating class of 2017.
Morning. Very proud to introduce Dalton Hanaway as student leader of the school. Dalton, would you please come?
Most of you think that I'm head of school. We actually have a head of the head. Our board president, Mrs. Sharon Duker, is responsible with the Board of Trustees for assuring the mission of Doane Stuart. Welcome, Mrs. Duker.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark. She loves to call me her boss. Good morning, everyone. A short quote from The World According to Mr. Rogers by Fred Rogers. As human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how rare and valuable each one of us really is. That each of us has something that no one else has or ever will have. Something inside that is unique to all time. It is our job to encourage each other to discover that uniqueness and to provide ways of developing its expression. To me, those words embody the very essence of a Doane Stuart education. So before we leave the chapel to begin a new school year, let us pray. that our students experience the joy of discovering their own unique and valuable qualities through the encouragement of everyone in our neighborhood, students, parents, friends, faculty, staff, and trustees. That we strive to provide ways for students to express their uniqueness in a socially responsible manner. And that serious study and a strong foundation in faith, all part of the Doane Stuart mission, guide our daily interactions. Amen. So, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I hereby welcome the 2016-2017 school year.